The Apple iPhone 12 has been displayed in a stunning new trailer, and I'll be sharing the details right after this. If you're new here and want to stay up to date with the latest tech, please hit subscribe followed by the bell. You can also keep up on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter by clicking the links in the description. So plenty of news to go over today for the Apple iPhone 12, and for a change it's all good news. We've got news of just how powerful the new A14 chipset is going to be, certification of the iPhone 12 charger, new improved charging cable, an impressive display and a new trailer video that shows what the iPhone 12 is going to look like. Before we get started though, please like the video if you're looking forward to the iPhone 12 and let me know in the comments what phone you have right now. So the first news of today is the impressive new chipset that's going to be powering the new Apple iPhone 12. Of course, the A14 was always going to be better than its predecessor, but it really is looking incredible. So incredible in fact that Apple may also be using the chip in the MacBooks. But the A14 that's going to be used in all four versions of the iPhone 12 is most likely going to be manufactured by TSMC. They've already revealed they're working on a new 5nm system on chip, and it's thought that it will of course be the A14. The new chip will bring a 15% performance increase, but most impressively there's a reported 30% improvement in power efficiency, and this is going to help the iPhone 12 last the day. This comes after previous news of smaller battery capacities in the iPhone 12, but as I said last time, if we have an efficient chipset then the battery capacity doesn't have to be huge. If the iPhone 12 still lasts the day, then there's no issues. Speaking of charging though, as many of you know, the iPhone 12 is expected to be the first iPhone to be sold without a power brick in the box. While this may seem like bad news, most people already have a lightning charger at home, and it actually does have a slight advantage. Not only are they going to be able to save money and sell the iPhone 12 for less money, but according to a new report, Apple is going to be including a braided USB-C to lightning cable inside the box. A common complaint among iPhone users is the cheap cables breaking, so to provide a durable cable in the iPhone 12 packaging does make sense. We've also had plenty of news about a new 20-watt fast charger, but it seems this is going to be sold separately and it won't be inside the box. Finally today though, we've got a stunning new trailer for the Apple iPhone 12. While we get many of these weekly, this one is actually from Loyalty Technology, and it's pretty much bang on what we should expect. There's been a lot of people recently saying we're not getting the 120Hz display that we hoped for, but I've been told that the iPhone 12 Pro and the iPhone 12 Pro Max will be having higher refresh rates than the two lower models. Nonetheless, this trailer from Loyalty Technology focuses on the iPhone 12 that we're going to be receiving, and not just making it look as good as they can like some other concept artists. I've been told that the only thing that seems to be slightly incorrect could possibly be the notch. It apparently is going to be smaller than the predecessor, but it may not be as small as many of the renders depict. But overall, if the iPhone 12 series looks like this, then I'm going to be very excited. I'm a huge fan of them bringing back the flat edge design, and the notch is something we've just gotten used to anyway. While we hope it's gone in the future, personally I have no problems with it being there now. With all four models launching on the second week of September, it's not going to be long until Apple confirms things for themselves. We've already had pretty much the full specs for all four models, so we're going to quickly run through them now. For my regular subscribers, you guys would have already seen this, so skip to the next video, but if you're not subscribed, then make sure you hit that subscribe now, and we're going to get right into it. To start with, we've got the entry-level model of the Apple iPhone 12, and this is just going to be called the iPhone 12. It's a 5.4-inch iPhone with an OLED Super Retina display from Samsung. It's important to note straight off the bat that Super Retina means absolutely nothing, so don't get too caught up on that. But nonetheless, it's going to be an OLED display with a resolution of 2340 by 1080, and this gives us 475 pixels per inch, and it's got an 8-bit color depth. While there have been rumors of all models having 120Hz displays, unfortunately it appears that this model is only going to be 60Hz. It's going to be equipped with 4GB of RAM, and it's going to come with the choice of 128 or 256 storage. It's got an aluminium frame, and of course it uses the Apple A14 Bionic chip with 5G support. The iPhone 12 is coming with dual cameras on the rear, and it will of course be shipping with iOS 14. For those that want the 4GB of RAM with 128 storage, it's launching at a price of $649. If you want to upgrade it to the 256GB iPhone 12, then it's $750. Next up, we've got the iPhone 12 Max. To be clear, this is the Max and not the Pro Max. The iPhone 12 Max has a 6.1-inch OLED display. This again is a Super Retina OLED display, and we believe it's now going to be manufactured by either Samsung or LG, as BOE did not pass the quality assurance tests. It comes with a resolution of 2532 by 1170, and this gives us 460 pixels per inch, and again it has an 8-bit color depth. We get 4GB of RAM, a choice of 128 or 256 storage, and of course the iPhone 12 Max is powered by the A14 Bionic chip. It's got an aluminium frame, a 5G connectivity, and it uses a dual camera setup on the rear. For those that want the 128GB iPhone 12 Max, it's going to be launching at a price of $749. For those that want the 256GB version, then the price rises to $849. Next up, we've got the iPhone 12 Pro. The iPhone 12 Pro also has a 6.1-inch display, so it's actually the same size as the iPhone 12 Max, but we do have an improved display in specs. On the iPhone 12 Pro, we've got a 6.1-inch Super Retina OLED display with ProMotion and 10-bit color depth. The display is manufactured by Samsung and has a resolution of 2532 by 1170, giving us 460 pixels per inch. We are very hopeful of this 120Hz ProMotion display, but it's still been unconfirmed and there are a few people saying that this may not happen. The iPhone 12 Pro comes with 6GB of RAM and a choice of 128, 256 or even 512GB storage. It of course ships with the Apple A14 Bionic chipset, and the iPhone 12 Pro is 5G compatible. It comes in a stainless steel frame, and on the rear we get a triple camera setup along with a LiDAR sensor for depth. For the 128GB iPhone 12 Pro, it's going to be $999. For the 256, it's $1,099. And for the 512GB iPhone 12 Pro, it's going to be $1,299. Last but not least, we have the iPhone 12 Pro Max. The iPhone 12 Pro Max comes with a 6.7-inch OLED display. Again, this is a Super Retina display and hopefully with ProMotion. We get a 10-bit color depth, and of course it is manufactured by Samsung. It's got a resolution of 2778 by 1284, and this gives us 458 pixels per inch. Again, we expect and hope it's going to be a 120Hz ProMotion display, but there are a few people saying otherwise. It comes with 6GB of RAM and 128, 256 or 512 internal storage. It's got a stainless steel frame, and the iPhone 12 Pro Max is of course powered by the A14 Bionic chipset, and this does have 5G support. Just like the iPhone 12 Pro, we get 3 cameras on the rear along with a LiDAR sensor. For those who want the 128GB iPhone 12 Pro Max, it's going to launch at a price of $1,099. If you want the 256GB version, it's $1,199, and for those that want the most expensive in the range, the 512 iPhone 12 Pro Max is going to be launching at a whopping $1,399. Now, it is of course important to note that these pricing leaks came very early on from Jon Prosser. He has provided plenty of accurate leaks, but also got some of them wrong recently. He also provided this very early on, so there is a chance that things could change, but personally I think that they're at least going to be very close to what we see. Overall, the Apple iPhone 12 is proving to be a great range of iPhones that many of you guys are looking forward to. It's great that we've got all of this information already, but personally I do like that we still have some uncertainty, as it's nice to have some surprises at launch. While there may be delays in the release date, the launch is expected to be on time, and that will of course be the 8th of September this year. Given the current outbreak, it's likely that it's again going to be an online-only launch event similar to their last Worldwide Developer Conference. As always though, if any more information comes to light, I'll be sharing with you guys straight away, but as always I'd like to know your thoughts in the comments. Who out there is looking forward to the Apple iPhone 12, and which model are you waiting for? But thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, smash a thumbs up. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down twice, and I'll see you guys in the next one.